Nice guys do not always finish last.
No,
they don't. Because I'm telling you right now, like, the guy, my boyfriend right now.
he's a sweetheart. But what did you told me this recently. You were like, do you want to talk about this?
Yeah, it's fine. Go ahead.
Okay, I was going to say, you said, like, usually this is not who I go
No,
for.
it's not. It's not my type.
Right, but, like...
Because of the nice guy thing. He's not my type. Also, like...
But you're also 25.
Right.
So now you're mature enough to realize...
But I'm saying, so, like, I'm ready to, like, settle down in my life type thing.
And that's normal. Like, this is the transition. Now that you're at an age where you're like, okay, I actually want a husband, you're going to be looking for a nice guy.
But then you look at that situation, like, don't you want to be the nice guy? Like, don't you want to wait for that girl? Like, do you really want to be the douchebag that girls hook up with on her road to find the nice guy?
That's a good point. You're right.
Like, why not just be the nice guy and find that person?
Yeah.
And not have all the baggage behind you.
Yeah, you're right.
Do nice guys finish last? As someone who has gained almost 6 million followers for giving boys advice on TikTok about relationships, I get this question asked all the time. I'm going to give it to you straight and not just tell you what you want to hear. In this generation, there are a lot of girls that are interested in playing the game, playing hard to get, and playing with guys' feelings. Coming from a girl, I can tell you that the main reason girls do this is that there are some bad guys out there that have made a lot of girls feel like they have to put their walls up. Not that saying that is an excuse though. A lot of girls seek out the toxic men because deep down they think that's what they deserve. So when a guy is really nice and a genuinely good man, they kind of get scared and it feels too real for them. So back to the answer of your question, in your teen years and early 20s, you might find a lot of girls going for those toxic guys. And it might make you feel like, why am I even being such a great guy when no girls even notice? However, once girls mature, they're going to settle down with the men that are nice. They may date bad guys in the meantime, but they're going to marry the nice guy. So remember, nice guys don't exactly finish last because being a nice guy is a marathon, not a race.
Hey, you see, these two women that just spoke their mind, right? You can tell they're thinking with their emotions and not thinking with logic, because they literally just proved the point to what we've been saying. Nice guys do finish last. You see, the woman has to go through a process of finding herself, right? Meaning, she's gonna deal with the bad boys, get her heart broken, get her goodies took. She's gonna have fun with them. They're gonna bring down her self-esteem. They're gonna make her start to hate men. They're gonna make her lose trust in men. She's gonna long for them. She's gonna want them. But guess what? The bad boys don't want her. So later on in life, when she's damaged goods, she's an emotional wreck. When she has trust issues, when she does not truly have that longing for you like she does for them, now she wants to settle for you. Now she wants to tell you that you do it for her. You don't. She's gonna get you to marry her. She's gonna get you to spend on her. She's gonna get you to invest in her highly. And then what happens? 80% of the time, they're gonna leave you. Why? Because she still has that urge for the bad boy. She has experienced it. The wild thrills, the up and down roller coasters, the wild nights, the freaky whatever it is that she's been into, right? She loves it. She enjoys it. But those men were not stupid enough to wife her up. Those men were not stupid enough to cuff her. But you gonna be her wimp. Yeah, she's gonna use you because she knows you don't understand the game. You see, what she really wanted all along was one of those bad boys to turn him, transform him into this Mr. Nice Guy so she can marry him. But she still knows that he has his bad boy qualities. With you, on the other hand, you've never been a bad boy. You don't understand that realm of life, of living, that do it all, not giving a fuck. Just go out there and get it done. Beat the pussy down, pull their hair, spank them. Do all these crazy things to them. That's what turns them on. But you being Mr. Nice Guy, you don't turn her on. So she will never fully be invested in you. She will settle down with you because she knows you're the safe bet for the time being. You wonder why 80% of the time they leave marriages. Why do you think that is? Because she's experienced the bad boy and he is nothing like you. And she does not really like you, but she had to. She's in her late 20s, her early 30s. Now she feels, oh my God, I better settle down with him or I'm never gonna have nobody. She's been damaged. They've used her up and they left her on the shelves for you to pick up.
He was the nicest boyfriend that I've ever had, like to date. He was such a sweet, kind-hearted boy and just cared about me so much. And the reason that we broke up is I literally sat down one day just sitting in my room and I was like, wow, I don't actually like this kid. I just like how much he likes me.
Oh,
I don't actually like him. I just like that he likes me so much.
that's good brutal.
Isn't it sad?
So basically, he was drying your pussy up, being too nice.
Yeah, and we didn't even, we would like dry hump and make out for hours.
Hearing it here, everybody. This is what dudes need to hear. Dudes need to hear this. Like, you loved the attention he was giving.
I did.
How many times do y'all need to hear this before you start changing the way you think? They don't like you. They don't want you. If they wanted the nice guy who took care of them and gave them everything they wanted and did everything to make them happy, wouldn't you have the girl that you always wanted? Wouldn't have all of your relationships worked out exactly how you thought they should have? The reality is you have been lied to. At some point, society or somebody convinced you that this is how you should be. Making sure everyone else is happy is the right way to live. But what's happened over time is you've buried your wants and needs and desire deep down inside of you and decided that what you want, what you desire, is to help everybody else get their wants and desires. That's what's making you happy. But how fucking happy are you right now? Is that really what's making you happy? I don't think so.
I'd say they don't even get a spot in the race.
I don't know. I think nice guys win at a certain time and at a certain age.
That sounds like they do finish last with extra wording.
I think it takes the nice guy, good foundation, and then meeting a girl at that time who's like, I'm looking for certain qualities for the rest of my life.
I wanted to make this video to try and translate this message to women. This is how a man will interpret this. He has to wait his turn while you go off and have all these different relationships with other men. Because what he offers right now, which may be a good foundation, is not something she's accommodating on her current relationship timeline. During this time, she'll have an endless string of possibly bad relationships with plenty of drama and toxicity. When you're finally done playing games, you're going to show up on his doorstep with an endless baggage of trauma for him to unravel and deal with. I've sometimes heard women say, if you can't handle me at my worst, you don't deserve me at my best. This is kind of a similar scenario. You didn't want him back then, so can you see how unfair it is to expect him to want you now? A relationship forming is only dependent on when it suits her. You see value in him now, but you didn't before. This video isn't to have a go at women, it's just to explain the male point of view. Also note, men shouldn't aspire to be nice guys, they should aspire to be good men. Stand up for yourself and have some standards. Don't settle for a relationship with a woman when it's convenient for her, because there's high probability that that relationship won't last anyway. Good women will see the value in your foundation.
Guys that are the biggest pricks to their girlfriends never get dumped by their girlfriend. Ever.
Yeah.
I would dump my boyfriend if you treat me. Nah.
I think from a woman's point of view, and you'll get like a lot of women out there that will say, yeah, if that happened to me, I'll just dump him.
Yeah.
But I feel like until you're in that situation, especially when they're toxic situations, it's actually really different and it's really hard to let go.
In a room with 10 men, and all 10 men are telling her how beautiful she is and how amazing she is, and they're lighting her cigarette and buying her drinks and just treating her like gold. Then, all of a sudden, in walks the 11th man. He takes one look at her and says, hey, how you doing? Turns his back on her and starts talking to his boys. That's the guy she wants to be with, the 11th man. Not any of the 10 men who were treating her well all night, but the one guy who couldn't care less. Why? Because for some reason, women don't want nice. They don't want real. They don't want to be treated well. I mean, not at first and sometimes not ever.
So y'all heard that. Go ahead and be like my man's Rudy here, all right? Make sure you clean, make sure you gain your money, make sure you look clean cut, you look healthy, your skin looks nice, and when you walk up in that spot, say what's up and go park your behind. You ain't gotta chase them, you ain't gotta be in her face. Let her male orbiters do that, and she's gonna be thinking, damn, who's that mysterious guy over there? How come he just slid through, said what's up, and went to mind his business? He ain't chasing. That is gonna make her wanna see what you're all about. So learn the lessons, and y'all remember, they chase the bad guys, but then the good guys are supposed to finish last. But by the time the good guy gets her, she ain't worth getting, nor is she worth keeping. Y'all pay attention, learn these lessons, and I'ma holla at y'all. Subscribe to the channel, and I'ma see you on the next one.